What is up, my dudes? And welcome back to another episode of Adam Answers, where I answer questions pertaining to options, particularly from small street bets, as well as my Discord, or if I just see someone ask an interesting question. So today, this week, Skeeth asks, can you explain how you can buy a call that the strike price is already lower than the current share price? So he's wondering, how the heck in hay is it possible that you can buy an in-the-money call option? And he asks the same thing about puts. How can you buy an in-the-money put? And the reason he's asking and the reason it's confusing, if we look at a call here and the strike price, the underlying share price is $20. And the strike, which is K, is 15. It's confusing. Why wouldn't you just buy this call option and exercise it immediately? If you exercise this call, you buy 100 shares at 15, sell those 100 shares for 20 each, and you'd make an immediate $500 gain. So why? Obviously, it doesn't work this way. People aren't all just buying in the money options and exercising them left and right. It'd be mayhem, and we'd all be making money and be great. But that's not how it works. We're forgetting something. And that something that we're forgetting is the premium we paid for this option. When you exercise this call option, the premium you paid for it stays in the seller's pocket. So the person who sold it to you gets to keep that premium. You give it up. Sure, you make $500, but right off the bat, you're gonna be paying more than $500 for this call. So to really wrap our heads around this and help you understand a few unique characteristics to in-the-money call options and their break-evens, etc., we are going to take a look at a real life example. And by that, I mean an example where we're using real numbers from a real call option. So in this scenario, we are taking a look at SPY. The underlying is SPY, which is the S&P 500 ETF. And let me see, I wrote it down here. So again, we're going to be looking at a call, just so we're not getting confused. I'm going to write it down here. And the underlying share price is 322.86. And the strike price of this call is 320. So just by looking at this, you know this call is in the money because the strike price is less than the current share price. And now we're going to bring premium back into this, which is denoted as C. And the premium we're paying for this option is going to be $5.23 per share. So $5.23 per share. And by what I mean by per share is that this call contract controls 100 shares. When you exercise it, you buy 100 at the strike price. So you're paying a premium of $5.23 per share to buy at 320. So multiply this by 100 and you have paid $523 to buy this call option. You're gonna see this denoted, and you're gonna see it like this in all over the place. In Robinhood, on different brokerages, when you buy a call, it's gonna say 5.23, but you're paying $523. I'm sure you already know that, but just double checking. So while we're doing this, while we're crunching just really quick, a few numbers here, let's keep in mind that this money does not stay in our pocket. It goes to the option seller. And let's just keep that in mind, all right? When you pay this, it goes to the option seller. They get credited $523. So let's go ahead and exercise this call option really quick. So if you look up here, a quick way to see how much you can make by exercising an option is it's the difference between the strike price and the underlying share price times 100. Okay, so if you see this, the difference is 5 multiplied by 100, you've made $500. So in this case, it's the exact same deal. So the difference between these two is 2.86 times 100 is going to be $286. So that's how much we make. But if you remember, like I said earlier, when you exercise an option, the premium you paid for it stays in the seller's pocket. So we have to subtract this. We've lost the $523. We no longer have it. It's gone. The option seller is taking it from you and run. So we've lost that. We've lost the $523. Okay, and what does that equal? That's a good question. What does that equal? So we are at a loss now of $237. So if you buy this in-the-money call option and exercise it immediately, you're going to lose money outside of exercising fees and that kind of deal. So you wouldn't want to do that. So we know at some point when you're in the money, you can exercise for a profit. Otherwise, what's the point of an option? The whole point of an option is to get in the money, really, in the end, by expiration day. So how do you figure out where that price is? Well, we want to know what the underlying share price has to be in order for us to exercise for a profit or for break even. So we're going to be finding our break even point here. And we're going to kind of box this off so we have a little bit of room here. So we're trying to find our break even over here. What we do is we take the strike price of the call, which is 320. We add onto it the premium we paid per share, which is 5.23, which gives us 525.23. Now let's exercise this option. So this is the new S sub 0. Okay, this is the underlying share price that we have to reach for us to break even if we exercise. So let's go ahead and exercise. This is S sub 0, a strike is still the same. So the difference between 320 and 325.23 is 5.23, right? But we're exercising here, so you're doing that per 100 shares. So we're multiply it by 100. That's gonna be $523 is our profit. And that's exactly how much we paid for the options premium. So in this case, we paid 523, we made 523 by exercising. We have a profit loss of 0. That's why it's called our break even. This is the point we have to reach by expiration day in order to break even if we were to exercise. Keep in mind, however, you don't want to really there's very few situations you want to exercise a call option, because when you exercise, or any option, because when you exercise an option, you give up extrinsic value, which is the value that is based on time and implied volatility, and that value decays off all the way up until expiration, until there's only, the value of the option is only equal to what you could exercise it for. So to summarize, when we're looking at a call, if you want to find what your break-even point is, break even, oh god, that's a bad E, it's going to be the strike price plus the premium you paid. So K plus C. With a put, it's a little different because you're betting on the stock price going down. If you want to find your break even for a put, it's going to be equal to the strike price minus the premium you paid. This break even applies to what the underlying stock price or share price has to be in order to exercise for a break even, but it also applies to what the underlying share price has to be on expiration day in order for you to break even, just as far as the option premium goes. Because on expiration day, say we're looking at a call, these are different stock prices on the x-axis, so it's S sub 0. On expiration day, the value of your call option is going to be looking like this, where this is the strike of your call. If you're above the strike of your call, there's a little room where you can be making less and less of a loss until you hit your break even. There's your break even right there. So your break even for a call is going to be equal to this, which is the exact amount you would make when you exercise that call option. So just think of it, when it comes to expiration day, whatever the value of your call is going to be what you could exercise it for. So just something to think about. This is after all that time value and implied volatility has value. Value of time and as a function of implied volatility has decayed off, and all that is left is, can you exercise it for a profit or can you not? And that'll be reflected in the options premium. If that doesn't make sense, not a big deal. I think you get the general picture of what I was talking about. Thanks for watching, guys. If you have any questions, pop over to Small Street Bets every Saturday. Usually I do it from 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time to 1 p.m. PST. Thanks, guys. Catch you later. Bye.